what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Just Division. It is your girl Aniel, Daddy here, Jaquo Viola, and I am back with another mother freaking video. Oh, 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 oh. Alright guys, yes, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back. Now before we get into today's video, there are a few things I want to say. One being, as you can tell, I'm not sitting in Dez's car anymore, so I'm not confined to that tiny ass little space, and I actually have a leg and arm room to be able to spread out and move around and actually show you guys my outfit this time, because in previous videos I wasn't able to fully show you guys my outfit because I was in her car and I didn't have a lot of room, and I would have been discombobulated and scrunched up, and I didn't want to feel like that. But here we are now, and we actually finally have enough space in this room for me to actually be able to do my videos as well. We got this little chair the other day from the Goodwill. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And then I want to show you guys my outfit as well. Now, you guys usually know me as wearing a lot of boyish clothes and being very, I guess, masculine. But with my spirituality and my spiritual awakening, I've been wanting to be more earthly and more in tune with nature and wear a lot of like clothes that are very loose and flowy, like just flowing with the environment, just going with the flow. And so today I just have on this wife beater thing. I have on some like rustic necklaces and stuff. This one has a shell on it. This has a Leo on it because I'm a Leo. I got these nice bracelets over here. Got these bracelets over here, the beads and this metal one. And then I have these flowy like I don't even know what you would even call them, because it's not like Aztec, but it's more like flowy, let's say like an Indian type vibe on it. And I don't know, just recently I just wanted to be more flowy and more in tune with nature, and this just makes me feel more light and being able to just be myself. Now, I do enjoy wearing the boyish clothes, and I do enjoy, you know, wearing the clothes that I do, but I'm the type of person that I'm so indecisive that I like everything. I can't ever just make up my mind on one style of clothing because I like so many. I feel like I'm not attuned to having just one type of style of clothes that I wear, because I like edgy, and I like casual, skateboarder, you know, athletic. I like so many different, I guess you would say, styles, or I don't even know what you call it. Would you call it like genre or something? But I like so many different just styles of clothes that I'm not attuned to just one specific thing. I like wearing things that just make me feel better about myself. I don't care what other people think about what I wear nowadays, because I'm doing what makes me feel comfortable. And if it makes me feel comfortable, then why should it matter to other people? So I'm going to start dressing the way that I want to. Why? Because if you guys have watched previous videos of mine, I don't consider myself to be a stud anymore. I don't use labels. Yes, I am a female that females, and you know, you could call me, you know, a lesbian or gay, whatever you would call me, but I don't really want to use labels anymore, because I am who I am. I like what I like, and I do the things that I do because I like it, and I'm not going to let anybody, you know, tell me any different, and I'm not going to let anybody, you know, judge me for doing the things or wearing the things that I want to wear. I don't care anymore, and I want to be able to give you guys that sense of knowledge, that sense of positivity and inspiration and self-love, for you guys to be able to just start loving yourself to the fullest, where you stop caring about what other people think about you, and you start doing the things in life that you want to do because you truly want to do it, and not because other people want you to do it. That's why I am here making these videos for you guys each and every single day. My job is to motivate and inspire you guys to start living your life to the fullest, becoming the better versions of yourself, while spreading the peace, love, and positivity wherever you go. So always be true to yourself and do the things in life that you want to do and what you want to wear, and don't let anybody tell you any different, because you are beautiful and unique in your own way. But with all that being said, guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so by the title / topic of today's video, it is called Love Yourself, Loving Yourself, or the importance of loving yourself, something along those lines. Now, I do want to mention that if you guys have been with me on this channel for, you know, quite some time now, since the beginning of my journey, which was last year in January, you guys will know that I already have done a video on this topic about loving yourself. But I want to let you guys in on a little secret. When I made that video last year,
I don't think I really knew the importance of loving yourself. And I will tell you why. Because when I made this YouTube channel last year, it was just something that was just an idea that just came to me. It was like, oh yeah, you want to be a motivational speaker and you already have a YouTube channel, so make videos. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make a YouTube channel about motivational speaking. So I had to go and look at different topics that I could talk about on my channel with you guys. And so when I went to Google and I just found a bunch of different topics to talk about, loving yourself happened to be one of them. And so, I did that video, yada, yada, yada. Well, fast forward until, a whole year and 6 months later, and the thought or the phrase or the concept loving yourself kept popping up in my life. And it was like, okay, well, what does this mean if I keep seeing it everywhere? Is it telling me that I don't love myself fully and I need to learn to love myself? And it really took a lot for me to really sit back and actually think to myself, okay, do I really love myself? I had to ask myself the deeper questions of, do I truly love myself? And when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I don't think I love myself to the fullest extent that I could possibly love myself. And so I started doing a little bit of searching because I needed to figure out how I could learn to love myself more each and every single day, because I always tell you guys in my motivational quote videos that if you don't like the way your life is, then change it, because honestly only you have the power within you to change your life for the better. But one of the things I didn't tell you is that in order for you to start living your life to the fullest, you have to learn how to love yourself. Because if you don't learn to love yourself, then you won't realize your worth and you don't realize the things in life that you deserve. So if you don't realize that, then you're going to keep getting the same negative things in life, and all these negative things are going to happen to you, and you're never going to reach your highest potential. So upon my whole spiritual awakening journey and my whole, growth towards becoming a better version of myself, I had to do a little bit of soul searching, and I had to dig deeper and ask myself the deeper questions. So for me, I always want to do a little bit of research and find out as much knowledge and as much wisdom as I possibly can. I love learning and I love figuring out how I can use, these concepts that I've learned throughout my life. And so I went online and I did a little bit of soul searching. I figured out what soul searching was. I figured out, how to love yourself, and I figured out the importance of loving yourself. And everything that I was learning kind of like clicked in my brain. And I realized that, there are so many different ways that you can learn to love yourself, and not everybody is going to use the same methods and tips and suggestions as you. But in this video, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of, knowledge and a little bit of wisdom as to why I believe loving yourself is so important, and what I've done with my research and what I've found with my research as to why loving yourself is so important. Not only that, I'm also going to give you guys tips and suggestions that you guys could possibly use to learn to love yourself. Now, you don't have to do them at all. You don't have to do any of them. But these are just suggestions to help you, maybe start a little bit of routine on how you can learn to start loving yourself. That way you can start living your life to the fullest and going after your goals and going after your dreams and living your life to the fullest, and you're not worried about anybody anymore. So, like I said, don't get me wrong, I do love myself, but at first it wasn't to the fullest extent when I made this video. But each and every single day is a new day to be able to learn to love yourself, gain more knowledge, gain more wisdom, and do the things in life to get you to where you want to be in life. You gotta take baby steps. Slow and steady wins the race, and I always tell this to all my plants and stuff. Slow and steady wins the race. You grow at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to others, because you are not the same as that person. You were made differently for a reason, like I said in the beginning of this video. Alright guys, so a lot of the people who, want to start learning to love themselves have a hard time trying to figure out where to even begin. And they usually will probably go online and type into Google, how do I learn to love myself? Or maybe they'll talk to a friend, or maybe someone will tell them to go to a therapist. I mean, none of those things are wrong. You could do whatever makes you happy, but I feel like you need to learn to do the things that resonate with you and what doesn't resonate with you. So most people might tell you that they've read some books on learning to love themselves. Others might tell you that they started their own exercise routine. Others might tell you that maybe they just started painting or dancing or just doing the things that they used to enjoy all the time when they were younger, or, prior years. They started going back to the things that they really enjoyed, the things that they really loved.
or maybe they have given you different tips and suggestions. But I truly feel like the only way you're going to figure out what you really love is if you tap the waters into different things. You have to see what resonates with you and what doesn't, because something that might work for somebody may not work for you. So you have to pick and choose and see what resonates with you and what you like and what you don't like. As for me, mine's just honestly just learning and just reading and just finding out as much knowledge and wisdom as I possibly can, and doing meditation and doing yoga and doing my YouTube videos. Those are the things that make me happy. Those are the things that allow me to learn to love myself, is because I'm doing the things that I find interesting or the things that I find enjoyable. I'm not sitting here doing the things that other people want me to do. I'm doing what I'm comfortable with. And for me, I've always been a huge nerd, and I love learning, and I love gaining as much knowledge and wisdom as I possibly can. So that is one way that I have learned to allow myself to love myself, is knowing that I can gain as much knowledge and wisdom as I possibly want to, and I don't have to put a limit onto it just because somebody else does. So I want to let you guys know that throughout this video, I'm going to tell you guys or give you guys information on why it's important to love yourself, but I'm also going to give you guys a little bit of tips and suggestions of things that you can potentially do. Again, you don't have to do any of them, because one thing that might resonate with you might not resonate with somebody else, or vice versa. You just have to pick and choose and see what things you like to do and what things you don't like to do. Alright guys, so some of the key things or the key benefits that I've learned about why it's so important to love ourselves is because, first of all, it's literally one of the best things that we could possibly do for ourselves. Why? Because we're actually taking care of ourselves and we're doing the things that we enjoy doing rather than doing the things that other people want us to do. This is time for us to be able to take away and just do the things that truly make us happy and make us feel calm and rejuvenated, and that way we could continue going on with our lives rather than taking on the load of everybody else. We need to do the things that are beneficial for ourselves and not really beneficial for other people. I don't want to say you can't help other people and you can't be, a blessing to them, but at the same time, you have to figure out what truly makes you happy first, and figure out how your mindset is and how your peace of mind is. And if it's not in the right sense, then you need to figure out what you need to do in order to get you there. So loving yourself provides you with, the self-confidence and the self-worth, and it will help you generate more positive feelings, and you'll become more happier with yourself. So if you are learning to love yourself, you'll be more confident and you won't have to worry about what other people say about you. So if someone makes a smart remark about you and you have a lot of self-love, you will not let that negative remark get to you, because you know that that's just an opinion of somebody else. So if you know that you're not like that, and you know that that's just somebody else's opinion, you're not going to be bothered by it anymore. Just going to be like, okay, that's your opinion of me. I know that I'm a boss ass, and I'm not going to take anybody's, okay? No. We're just going to live our lives to the fullest, and we're going to gain as much self-love and knowledge and wisdom as we possibly can. Another reason or another benefit as to why loving yourself is so important is because it will allow you to make healthier choices in your life. So say that, you have been with this negative and toxic person for a long time. It doesn't even have to be in a relationship. It could just be a friend. But if you know that this person is negative and toxic, and you know that they need to be removed from your life, and you remove them, your life will become so much easier. And when you have that self-love and that self-worth to know that you deserve more than what that person is giving you, you'll be able to just let these people out of your life and know that maybe they were just in your life to teach you a lesson. Maybe they were in your life to teach you that you need better people in your life, better people that are supposed to be there to support you and to love you and to guide you in the right direction, not somebody that's going to be there to constantly drag you and bring you down all the time. No. Once you are able to learn to love yourself, you will make healthier choices of the people that you want in your life, the things that you're going to do in your life, and how you're going to get to where you want to be. You're going to make the right choices because you love yourself that much that you're going to take the right choices, and you're not going to do what other people want you to do. Another way that it could potentially help you is, helping with your mental state, which that one is a huge one, because a lot of people who have a very poor mental state do not have a lot of self-love, and they do not care for themselves really very well. So with gaining, self-love, you'll be able to have a more happier and positive mindset. And I know that's something that's very, very difficult to, reach or get to, because of the way that we've lived our lives and how much negativity has been been brought or accumulated into our life that it's so hard to see past that negativity. But I promise you, once you start to think in that positive, mindset, that positive outlook and perspective, your life will get so much better. Your mental state will get so much better. You'll realize that, you don't want to feel those type of feelings anymore. You don't want to be in that negative state because it just brings you down. And not only does it bring you down, emotionally, it brings you down physically, and to the point where you don't want to do anything, and that you just feel like your life would rather be better without you in it. But that's not true. You were put on this earth for a reason, and you should be able to shine bright like a diamond and show the world your reasoning for being here. Don't let anybody else dim your light. So learning to love yourself will give you the opportunity to have a better mental health and know that, you are beautiful and you are unique and you deserve to be put on this earth just as much as everybody else. You're beautiful in your own way. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. And the things that they want to do in life, that pertains to them, and they shouldn't worry about what other people think about them. As long as it's, making them happy, then why should it matter if it's not making somebody else happy? This is their life. It's not that other person's. Not only that, learning to, love yourself will allow you to be able to, take care of yourself and others. You can't take care of somebody else if you can't take care of yourself. I don't care what anybody else says. Unless, you're a mother and you realize, maybe at first you weren't really taking care of yourself, but then after you had a child, you realize that, I can't be living my life like that anymore. I have a child now, so I have to be able to take care of my child's life, and I have to be able to take care of my life. So it's like you need to learn to love yourself first before you can go out there and learn to love others, or vice versa. You can't have somebody coming into your life and trying to love you if you can't love yourself as well. There wouldn't be no fun in that. Learning to love yourself could help you lead through adversity, especially with everything that's going on. I know that for the longest time, I hated my skin color. I didn't like, being a part of, I guess, the African American ancestry because of everything that, happened to them, and just being afraid to be a part of them. I really never wanted to be my true, authentic self growing up. I was afraid of living in my own skin. And I had people judge me before and tell me that if slavery was still legal, that I would be a slave, and this, that, and the third. But after a while, before my grandma passed away, she kind of was like, you know what, there are so many people out in this world that would pay to be your color, so why are you going to sit here and hate yourself because of your color when you don't have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just to be tan, because you could just go outside and be tan for the whole year. And that helped me learn to love myself and appreciate, who I am a lot. I mean, it was very subtle back then because I was still, in middle school, but now I realize, why my grandma said that to me, and it helps me get through life now, and knowing that I'm still beautiful and unique in my own way. And just because my skin color is a little bit darker than other people doesn't mean that I shouldn't love myself, and that doesn't mean that others aren't going to love me. I mean, other people may not love me, but that's okay. I have to learn to be able to get through it, even though other people aren't going to agree with me. So I have been able to, fight through all of my adversities about, coming out, have different mental health issues, and being a part of the African American ancestry, and so many things. Learning to love yourself can help you lead yourself through adversity and become more you, and not letting the world, stomp on you. That's like what I said previously. Do not keep letting these people dim your light. You need to shine bright like the diamond that you were made to be. So, loving yourself could also, help you to encourage yourself to follow your goals and follow your dreams. That's like what I said before. If you don't love yourself, then how do you expect to have all these positive and, successful things that happen in your life? Because they don't just happen overnight, and they don't just fall out of the tree, or not out of the tree, but fall out of the sky and just land in your lap. No, you have to put in a little bit of effort. You have to encourage yourself and know that if you keep going, you can reach your highest potential. You can go after your goals. You can go after your dreams. So if you have no self-love, then you're going to be sluggish. You're going to be lethargic. You're not going to want to do anything. But once you learn to love yourself, you'll be able to go after your goals and go after your dreams and pursue them in a way that, nobody else is ever going to be able to stop you. Now, you are going to have bumps in the road, and you're going to have people that try to come in, but once you have self-love, you don't let anybody stop you. And that's like with me right now. I was going to school to become a pediatrician and everything because that's what I thought I wanted. But after everything that happened, during the course of my life, I wasn't able to finish school. And I still have people out there talking to me about, oh, well, you should go back to school. You should do this. You should do that. Well, these people don't even want to help me do the things in life that I want to do. And it's kind of hard, when you grew up in a low income family, or you grew up where, you don't have a lot of money and you're trying to make a name for yourself. So people are like, oh, you should do this and you should do that. And that put a lot of stress on me, wanting to try to fulfill everybody else's dream. But then after a while, in my spiritual awakening, it's kind of like, you know what? I don't even care what they have to say anymore. Okay, I'm going after my goals and I'm going after my dreams. I was doing acting and modeling until the whole pandemic and everything hit. So I was going after my goals. I was going after my dreams. I decided I want to be a transformational life coach. Well, now I'm doing, my transformation by starting off by learning to love myself, doing the soul searching, doing the meditation, doing the yoga, and doing the things that I need to do in order to get me to where I want to be. I've started to go after my goals and go after my dreams, and I don't care about what other people think about me anymore, because I have the self-love and confidence to do the things in life that I want to do, and I don't let anybody or anything stop me anymore. And that's why I want to encourage you guys to learn how to be able to continue going through your life no matter what other people think about you. There are going to be people out there that are going to give up on you, but you never give up on yourself. Encourage yourself to love yourself and go after the life that you truly want to have. And what else? Oh yeah, so it'll not only, help you encourage yourself to follow your goals and follow your dreams, but it'll also help you to stop comparing yourself to others. We are all different and unique in our own way, and if the Heavenly Father, God, or, the Creator wanted us all to be the same, then we would be the same. But He made us all different for a reason. We all have our own life paths. We all have different destinies. So focus on your life. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. Stop comparing your life to somebody else's, because you guys do not have the same life. Your life was for you because, the Creator knew that you could overcome all these obstacles in life that were thrown at you. Because what does not kill us, guys, makes us stronger. And I think the last one on here, guys, says that, if you learn to love yourself, in the right way, it'll be a lot easier for you guys to be able to fall in love. And that's one of the things that a lot of people stress out about, is because they feel like, the only way I'm ever going to be loved, or the only way I'm ever going to feel pretty, or, feel wanted, is if I'm in a relationship. No, you shouldn't think like that. You shouldn't have that mindset. You shouldn't have that mentality of, oh, I'm only going to be, pretty enough if, this person wants me, or whatever the case is. I don't even know if I said that right, to be honest with you, because to me, I've learned that you have to learn to love yourself in order for other people to start loving you. You can't go out there and take care of other people if you don't love yourself. How do you expect somebody else to come into your life and be able to love you if you don't love yourself? Because if you don't know what you deserve and what you're worth, then other people aren't going to know what you deserve and what you are worth. So you have to learn to love yourself, and once you learn to love yourself, it'll be easier for you to fall in love, because you'll be able to find that person who is going to come into your life and continue to give you that unconditional love and that healing, and let you know that they will always be by your side no matter what. So you just need to go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. You go at your own pace, guys. Don't focus on what other people have in their lives. Focus on you and what you need to do to get you to the next step of your journey in life. Alright guys, so now before we, end this video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tips and suggestions on different ideas and things that you can do to help you learn to start loving yourself. Now, like I said previously in the video, you can do some of these things or you can do none of these things. You just honestly have to figure out what resonates with you and what doesn't. Now, you can, dip your foot into the water and figure out, different things that you like. Or maybe you can try something completely different. You don't even have to listen to anything I have to say. Like I said, this is just tips and suggestions. Now, some of the things throughout this list are the things that I have personally done for myself to help me start learning to love myself fully. So, the first thing that you can do to learn how to love yourself is to have fun being by yourself, and knowing that even if you are by yourself, you're not truly alone, because there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Being lonely is a feeling. Being alone is knowing that you are capable of still enjoying your own company and not having other people, being there with you. So you have to learn to be able to be okay with being by yourself, because at the end of the day, who are you with? You are with yourself. And that's whether you are with a person or whether you aren't with a person. It's just knowing that you are a beautiful and unique creature all on your own, and if you can enjoy being with yourself, then other people can enjoy being with yourself. So have fun with yourself. Do the things that you enjoy doing, whether it be, riding a bike, going outside, going to the gym. Do whatever it is that you enjoy doing that helps you learn to love yourself, and it helps you give yourself that sense of, I can do this and I don't have to be worried about what other people think about it, because it makes me happy and I have fun doing it, even if it doesn't, work out for other people. So learn to do things by yourself. Maybe go on a date by yourself. Try out new things. Just do something that will help you, learn to love yourself. Another thing that you could do is to travel once a year. Now I know not a lot of people can do that, but it's a good thing to be able to just travel and just get out of that place where all that chaotic and negative energy is all at. Even if it's only 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, it doesn't even have to be that far away, but allowing yourself to be removed from that chaotic environment and just being alone and just being with people that make you happy and make you at ease, that is good for you. That is good for your soul. That is giving you self-care. That is giving you self-love, knowing that you are able to remove yourself from these chaotic situations and put your mind and your body back at ease and back at rest, to where you can be rejuvenated and refreshed for the following days to come. So, travel, just do things by yourself. It doesn't have to be that far. It doesn't have to be that expensive. Just learn to just do a little bit of things for yourself. I'm sorry, that's somebody driving really fast. I don't know why they feel the need to do that, but whatever. Number 3, this is one that I actually put a star beside, because this is something that I had to learn, for myself. And that is learning to forgive yourself from your mistakes. That's just something that I've always just had to, I guess, try to work out within myself, because I'm a perfectionist and I don't like making mistakes. I don't like getting things wrong, and if I do, then I beat myself up over it, and I had to learn to not beat myself up over it, because everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. So being able to just reflect on your mistakes and actually help you learn to forgive and forget, not only just within yourself, but being able to learn how to forgive and forget from other people, because then you can look back at the poor choices or mistakes that you have made and learn to do something better the next time that you are feeling this way. And maybe it helps you learn to be able to forgive and forget about your past, because you can't keep dwelling on the past if you're trying to move forward in life. You can't finish the next, or you can't move forward to the next chapter unless you finish the last, right? So you can't keep going back and looking at it and wondering why you're never getting anywhere. So you have to be able to learn to just know that everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect, but there's always something better that we can do next time, so we don't make that same mistake. So we have to learn to love ourselves despite the mistakes that we have made. Another way that we could learn to love ourselves is by surprising ourselves with different things. And we could learn to try out different things that are out of our control. Just go with the flow and just let things happen as they're supposed to. Me, I always like to be like a plan type person, so when things don't go my way, I get really frustrated. But I'm learning that patience has a virtue. I'm trying to just let the universe surprise me and take me on a journey and let me know that I should not be worried about everything that's going on in the outside world. I should just focus on me and just go with the flow of life and let it take me on a journey. Because you'll be able to find out that, maybe you shouldn't have been scared in the first place. Or maybe you should surprise yourself with trying new things that you've never done before, because you're just like, what? I actually enjoy this. I never thought I would, but you have to be able to surprise yourself. See what things you like and what you don't like. As for me, I never thought I wanted to be a motivational speaker or an advocate or anything like that, because I was always afraid of speaking in front of people and being in front of large crowds and having the intention on me. And now I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to help you guys. I want to motivate and inspire you guys to become who you are truly meant to be, because I know that each and every single one of us has that high potential to be something great in life. We just have to figure out how to get there. Number 5, this is something that I also already do. So it's starting a journal. You can start a self
self-care, love journal, and write down the things that, you are feeling or thinking throughout the day. That'll help you be able to just be at ease with yourself, help you go back and see what things you need to, change a little bit. So if you're constantly seeing a negative pattern, maybe you need to do something in order to help you start being positive and helping you focus on the better things in life rather on, the things that make you upset. So, using a journal could be a positive way to help you, express your thoughts and your feelings and just let go of everything that's been going on. Because writing and things like that, that's a type of therapy, because it helps you release all these feelings and energies and thoughts that you had all bottled up within you. You have to learn to let those out. Number 6, give yourself a break. That is another one that I had to start beside, because again, I am a perfectionist. I always hate messing something up. If I mess something up, then I get super upset at it, and I get super irritated, and I feel like, if I mess it up, then nobody else is going to like it. So it upsets me. So I had to learn to give myself a break, and it's hard, I'm not gonna lie, because I've always been like that. I've always been hard on myself, but you have to learn that, most people are harder on themselves than they are on other people. And so we have to learn to just give ourselves a break, because we are human, we are just like everybody else, and we all deserve a break every once in a while. And giving ourselves a break will help us be able to be rejuvenated and refreshed, so that we can come back with a more clearer insight and vision on what we want to do next. Again, nobody is perfect, so we can't expect ourselves to be. Okay, so number 7, we can learn how to love ourselves by saying no to others. This is one that I also had to learn, because I am too much of a giver. I like to help people, but at the same time, I'm always helping people to the point that I don't have any help myself. And so that's one of the things that, not just I had to figure out on my own, but Des honestly had to help me out, because she realized the type of person I was. She realized that I was always giving my energy and my time and my patience to other people rather than giving it to myself. So I had to learn to say no to others and just focus on myself. And it was really hard, and it still is hard, because especially when my family and my friends need help, I want to help them, but then again, I have to think about myself first, and I have to be like, you know what, I can't do it right now. I'm sorry, but I can't. And I can't let myself feel bad for not being able to do it, because there are people out there who would not even do these same things back for you. So I had to learn that not everybody is going to be as nice as me. So sometimes you kind of have to, Number 8, make a list of your accomplishments, because creating a list of what you have already achieved is a great way to help you fall in love with yourself and know that you are capable of achieving more than you think you are. The word impossible itself says I'm possible. So we have to realize that, we are capable of doing anything we want to. We just really have to, put our minds to it, and we have to not let anyone or anything stop us. We have to make, a list of our accomplishments and know that we are capable of doing these things. Just because something bad happened that put a halt in what you were doing doesn't mean that you can't overcome it, doesn't mean that you can't get past it. No, it just means that you had a bump in the road. Everybody has bumps in the roads somewhere along the line in their life, and they have to figure out how to get through it. For me, again, I am a perfectionist, and when I, quit going to school and people are telling me, oh, you should do this and you should do that, it kind of, put a toll on me and made me feel a little bit depressed, and it was like, you know what, why didn't I complete, what I set my mind out to do? But I had to realize that, I have all these other accomplishments already that I have, and I can move forward as long as I put my mind to it. I can move forward and I can take that next step. Number 9, it says make a vision board. That's actually something that I have already started for myself, because I wanted to put a little bit of, my ideas and my thoughts out there, and, get myself a little bit more organization on how I can do the next steps in order to get me to where I'm supposed to be, because visualizing our goals is a good way to help us feel motivated and excited about the future. So, I watched a couple other people do vision boards, and it really gave me the motivation and inspiration to want to do a vision board as well, because it literally helps you motivate yourself and inspire yourself to continue doing the next steps in order to get you to where you want to be in life. It can help you focus on what you truly want in your life and how you want to accomplish things. Number 10, it says to pursue new interests. So that's kind of like going back to the things that I was telling you about before, about trying new things.
pursue new interests. Like I said, I never thought I wanted to be a motivational speaker. I never thought I would want to be a transformational life coach. I knew nothing about, transforming your life, but now I do. I've done the research. I'm, doing it every single day. Every day is a new day to continue learning more things that you didn't know before. So you are capable of doing anything. You never know what you might enjoy until you actually, put your foot into the water and see how it is. So try pursuing new things and see what resonates with you and see what doesn't. Because it's always a great way to see what things you've never tried before and see how you feel about it. And if you enjoy it, then keep on doing it. Keep doing things that make you happy, honey boo boo. Number 11, it says how to love yourself by challenging yourself. Challenge yourself to get to know who you are and what you are really capable of doing. So this is something that you should just go for. A lot of people say, I can't do this and I can't do that. You never know whether or not you can or can't do something unless you try it out. For example, the other day, Des and I went fishing. Now, you could probably say, how does someone not know how to fish? Well, growing up, yes, my grandpa tried to take each and every single one of us grandchildren fishing, but me, I was not that type of person to just sit there and be patient and wait for a damn fish to get caught on the line. Sorry guys, I got a little interrupted by Dad because she was bringing me my smoothie to hydrate me. But back to what I was saying about the whole story of fishing. Honestly, I never really had the patience to actually learn how to fish when I was younger. And so the other day, Des just got a new fishing pole and we went down to the lake and she was fishing and she was like, you want to give it a try? So I'm like, okay, sure. And it was just not going at all for me, right? It was just, no. And I was just getting so freaking frustrated with it. And she's like, you know what, just calm down and see if you can do it. She's like, you never know if you can do it unless you really try. And I told her, I was like, I can't do this stupid, crap. And she's like, yes, you can, just do it. And I did it, and guess what? I caught a damn fish for my very first freaking time. And I was just like, wow. Like, you actually tell yourself that you can do it and you actually try. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Number 12. Now this one says give yourself a break like the other one said, but this one actually says literally in parentheses. Literally give yourself a break. When you know that you are very stuffed and chaotic and you don't know what else to do next because you're just so bombarded with everything, literally give yourself a break. Set aside 30 minutes of your time to just get yourself back in that mindfulness state, that stillness state, or that focus state. Do a little bit of meditation, do a little bit of yoga, but do something that gives yourself a break from the outside chaotic world and things that are going to help you learn to love yourself and give you that self-love and that self-care. Excuse me, now I got a burp for my drink. But read a book, meditate, take a bath, do something. Literally give yourself a break from that chaotic world. Allow yourself to be renewed and rejuvenated from everything that's going on. Number 13, give yourself credit where credit is due. So that kind of goes back to making a list of the accomplishments that you have made in your life. But honestly, give yourself credit. Celebrate your accomplishments, your achievements, and know that you are capable of doing it and you deserve a celebration for everything that you've accomplished in life. Literally give yourself credit and know that you are capable of doing more and you can do more if you really want to. And that you are a superhero in your own life. Don't let other people tell you that you aren't, because you are. Give yourself a break, give yourself credit where it's due and know that, you deserve this. You deserve this because you put in the hard work and you put in the dedication. Number 14. Work on your self-trust. This is one that I also had to learn to do as well, because I'm always like, am I good enough to do this? Am I good enough to do that? But I had to give myself a little bit of trust and know that I'm capable of doing anything that I put my mind to. And working on your self-trust is a great way to show yourself, that you truly trust yourself and you trust your instincts, and you know that your instincts and your intuition is always there to guide you in the right direction that you're supposed to be going into. Because honestly, your intuition is most likely going to know what is best for you. You may not know, but just know your intuition, your third eye, and your gut, they tell you when something is right or wrong. So you really need to trust them, and that's something that I've been working on. Because I didn't have a lot of self-trust
within me, but I'm learning to every single day, and knowing that, you know, I have beautiful and unique gifts to share to the world just as much as everybody else. So we need to be able to trust ourselves. That way we're able to learn how to trust people when they are truly being pure and honest, rather than always accusing people of, you know, betraying you. Because not everybody is like that. Yes, you're going to have people in life like that, but you're going to be able to differentiate between the two. 15, it says take care of yourself. And by taking care of yourself, literally take care of yourself. Your outside look, your mental look, just everything about you. Take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, because that will help you learn to love yourself completely and know that you deserve to be on this earth just as much as everybody else. Because loving yourself is a big part in learning to be able to be who you truly are. If you don't take care of yourself and you don't love yourself, then you're not going to be able to have this happy, prosperous, and abundant life that you want to have. Not a lot of people have a lot of self-love, and that's why I want to be able to help them. I want to help you guys know that you deserve to be loved, not just by people in the outside forces, but people in your immediate family, but also within yourself. You are the first person that needs to love you before other people should love you. Obviously, your family should love you, but you need to love yourself before you can have other people continue to come into your life and try to love you. So definitely take care of yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, because that will help you learn to love yourself and know that you are worthy of, you know, this happy, abundant lifestyle that you know that you want to have. But it looks like that actually is the end of the suggestions and methods that I have for you guys. I really hope that throughout this video you gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge as to why it's so important to learn to love yourself and how it can be very beneficial for you. It can be beneficial for you in numerous ways. It can help you start to encourage yourself to go after your goals, go after your dreams, have this self-confidence and self-esteem that you've never had before, to the point where you don't let anybody come into your life and tell you any different. That way you are living your life to the fullest, and you are just going after this life that you've always wanted to have, and you're not worried about what the outside forces have to say to you anymore. So I hope that, you know, this video gave you wisdom and it gave you knowledge, and maybe you even take a little bit of the tips and the suggestions that I gave to you and you run with it, and you see how they are able to help you make a difference in your life and how you are able to love yourself. Now again, you don't have to do any of the things that I mentioned in this. You can do other things that resonate with you, but try to figure out what you really enjoy doing and what really makes you happy. And don't worry about what other people say to you. Work on you and what you need to do to get you to where you want to be. So if you enjoyed this video, if it gave you a lot of insight, it gave you a lot of knowledge, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and I will be back with more videos. Peace.